Hello, welcome to my channel, Laptop Fix Made Easy. Ever wonder how every laptop works or functions? Well, in this guide video, I will show you the basic understanding needed in order to self-repair a laptop by learning its function, its component, its terminologies, and what it takes for an ordinary person to self-repair a laptop by themselves. Before learning about each component inside a laptop, we need to start from the very basics to further understand future laptop related information. A laptop is a type of computer that is much more portable and much more convenient to use, as you could use and run it anywhere and at any time. There are two different categories for a laptop or any digital device to work, which are software and hardware. Software is a set of instructions through multiple lines of code in order to create a program that instructs a device to perform a specific task, such as games or an operating system like Windows 10. Meanwhile, hardware is a physical part of a digital device that causes the processing of software like CPU. How do both of these correlate? Well, hardware cannot perform any task without software, the same as the other way around. The software cannot execute its program without hardware. So now let's take a look at how each main component in a laptop functions. A CPU is also known as the central processing unit, is the brain of the laptop or any digital device. The CPU performs many different tasks, doing critical functions and calculations in order to run several programs in a laptop. Nowadays, CPU can have multiple cores along with faster clock speed and much more transistors, with each 2 years outputting 2 times more transistor following Moore's law. Usually, CPU found on laptops are directly connected by soldering it to the motherboard, so it is not easy to replace it. Cooler is a conductive material such as copper that functions as dissipating the heat generated by CPU and GPU into the atmosphere. A laptop cooler is a compact and flat piece of metal that contains this tube known as heat pipe, while a metal part full of holes also known as heatsink. The fans help to blast air into the heatsink to exchange the heat with the surrounding air. A motherboard is a printed circuit board functioning as the foundation for the internal electrical component of a laptop. The motherboard's main function is to communicate an electrical component with other components to work together as a system. As an example, a CPU needs to communicate with the RAM in order to temporarily keep important calculations and functions. A broken motherboard, usually found in a laptop, means the whole laptop is permanently useless. A GPU, known as Graphic Processing Unit, is a key component to produce graphics and visual image in your laptop screen. The GPU typically is used mostly in rendering, video editing, 3D modeling, or most commonly video games. Some GPU are also integrated into a CPU chip, known as iGPU. In a laptop, the GPU are either integrated with the CPU or are divided but soldered with the motherboard. RAM, also known as Random Access Memory, is an essential electrical component used for storing information, codes, or instructions from the CPU on a short basis. It stores all of the information actively, so it's also pretty fast to be accessed. In laptop, RAM comes in a form of a flat memory stick. A hard disk is a long-term or even permanent digital storage that is mostly used in storing digital information such as pictures or programs for a longer period compared to RAM. There are two variants of a hard disk, namely SSD and HDD. Generally, an SSD is a type of digital storage that is stored digitally in a memory card, while HDD is a form of digital storage stored in a physical disk. In laptops, SSD and HDD are commonly found in 2.5-inch form factor. USB, otherwise known as Universal Series Bus, is a universal connector used to connect with an external device such as USB sticks or for transferring data from digital cameras. USB is also vital to connect your laptop to a computer mouse. There are many variants and generations of USB, but a laptop typically uses USB Type A from generation 1 to 3. A battery is an electrical component used to store electrical energy, supplying a laptop with electricity whenever it is needed. Laptop batteries are also rechargeable through laptop chargers. There are two main types of rechargeable batteries, lithium-ion or nickel-cadmium. The keyboard is used for its user to communicate with the computer using letters and numbers. A screen functions to provide visual or graphics for the user through small but numerous amount of colorful LEDs. Meanwhile, a frame is used to support the other electrical components and protect it from external abuse. So after learning about laptop components, you might ask, how does it relate to a laptop self-repair? Well, a laptop self-repair is a repair of your own laptop by yourself using your own knowledge and skills. By learning the main components of laptops, we could understand and diagnose the problem once we encountered a laptop problem. A laptop self-repair is very beneficial for the normal person, as it could save the money, gain technical knowledge, and understand how to diagnose and repair laptops and maybe even other similar electronics. But please do be careful, some electrical components like CPU or GPU aren't recommended to repair by yourself as they are soldered and require special tools. If a problem complexity is out of your reach, it's recommended to hire a professional. If your laptop warranty is still valid, I would recommend using it as a free repair from the laptop's manufacturer itself. Also, some modern laptops like MacBook aren't highly modular, meaning SSD and RAM that can be replaced on older laptops are now soldered, making simple self-repair nearly impossible. If you want to do a laptop self-repair, please make sure to truly understand how a laptop works along with some tutorials I've provided first to ensure a high success rate.